Welcome back.
Dicks on dicks.
The long-awaited return. We have been out of the game for a while, but we are now back. We are looking to try to make episodes all the time so we can keep you guys entertained. The thing was, Liam, we just had too big of a meteoric rise. The fame was really starting to get to us.
Listen, it really got to me. I started doing way too much drugs. The fame and popularity, the rise, it really got to me. I shut all my friends out, my family. Yeah. But you know what? I think I'm back to earth. I have gotten sober. I went to rehab for a few months. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have as well.
Absolutely.
I think we're both back in a good spot.
Absolutely. And I think the tipping point here, when I decided, hey, Liam, we need to take a break from this podcast. It is too much. I walked in the bathroom one day, casually to go do my business, and I walk in and Liam had a belt strapped around his arm with a syringe going into his arm. What appeared to be grape jelly. That's when I was like, whoa, this is getting too far.
Let me speak my case. You ain't never had a sugar rush like a jelly in the arm. a jelly shot in the arm, man.
But you're not clean. We're not. I know
we shouldn't talk about it because that will just make me want it even more. I'm not going to lie, I really want to right now.
All right, Liam, so immediately after this podcast, we will be getting into that jelly, is what you're telling me.
Thank God. Oh, my God. Wait, peanut butter, too? Please.
Okay, please, wait, what if I did peanut butter, then you did jelly, and then we kissed? And it just made the perfect peanut butter.
Wait a second.
Oh, shit.
Let's market this. We need to market this.
I like this. I like this idea. It's like, this is a new couple's idea. Shark Tank, hear us out. Mark Cuban, I know you're a friend of the podcast, so just hear me out here. One member of the couple, they inject some jelly into their arm and the other one inject peanut butter, and then when they kiss, it makes a perfect peanut butter jelly sandwich.
And you trip hard.
You trip hard. That jelly will get you spacing. You'll be like fucking Jimi Hendrix at Woodstock. Oh, man.
Triple haze. Yeah. Jelly haze.
Well, as you can tell from that just minute-long conversation of nothingness and stupidity, we are in week 3 of school now.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Yeah, week 3. And, it's definitely taking a toll on us. It fucking sucks, quite frankly. I'll come out and say it. I am not a fan of it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm literally all online. And this is also my last semester, so it's like, damn, this is the way we're going to end it. And it's just been pretty tough.
Yeah, that's a rough way to go out, experience-wise.
Yeah, I definitely think so. When's the last time I'm going to be in the business building again? It's just one of those things.
Yeah. But, we're trying to make the most out of our time here we got at Ball State. Also, with the start of the school year, with the start of another semester, it is now the time when I was constantly reminded, how fucking stupid is it? The dumbest thing about college, I'll come out and say it right now, is the fact that I have to pay a shitload to go to class, but then it's like, okay, if you want to do your homework and actually pass the class, we're going to need $150 for that access code. Otherwise,
yeah.
I don't give a fuck if you pay thousands of dollars to be in this class. If you do not pay this $150 textbook, for this $150 textbook that you're literally going to use to only do your homework and not even read it, yeah, it's the dumbest fucking thing ever.
College itself is a scam, man. They're like the most penny pinchers there is. I'm all online, like I just said, so that means I have to pay another $90 to go to the rec, which I'm already paying to be a student. So then they're like, yeah, man, why don't you give us some more money for the rec? Yeah, you're already still paying, the regular amount that you would for tuition if you were in person. So, there's that. But no, also give us, another $90 for the rec. Yeah, that's perfect.
I mean, it's a little bit of a meathead fee, though, I guess you could say. Liam also, with him going to rehab, has recently become a meathead. Yeah, I saw this guy bench press my car the other day.
Also been shooting up steroids.
Now. It needs to fill the void where the jelly is no longer and fill that with anabolic steroids and beaver tranquilizer and HGH. So,
low grade beaver tranquilizer. Just to be
low grade. And it's only 5% beaver. That tranquilizer.
There's a lot more percentage in there. There's other animals in there. Don't let them lie to you.
Our local fucking meathead expert, Liam.
No, that's our other friend, Cassius.
Oh, wow. We taking jabs on the podcast? Well, we will tell if Cash actually will listen to this podcast. I don't know if anybody's actually going to listen to this podcast. Really hasn't been requested for us to come back. I mean, a couple people have mentioned some things, but I said, fuck fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. Let's run it back.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some comments. Some people they've been itching for us, you know?
There's been a couple true fans out there that I will say that have been very big fans of the program. I'd love all you guys. Love the support.
The fans have been great.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, we've missed a shitload since we did the last one, though. We had Trevor World, we had Christmas, we had New Year.
So it would have been right before Thanksgiving. So, yeah, Christmas we missed. We missed your
a
birthday.
lot of football talk in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm officially 21, so I'm no longer incriminating myself with any comments on this podcast.
Yeah, man.
Can legally smoke cocaine and crack now.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
crack cocaine.
Crack cocaine.
Crack cocaine.
Do
Ugh.
you have any crack?
Yes. So we will be going to get some crack this evening, actually. That is, like I said, we're falling off the wagon. So
Man, if anyone listens to this, they're going to think we are fucked up. Man.
we're not actually fucked up. We
We promise.
promise. Which leads us to our, we have a new segment that we were thinking about. And honestly, I'm very excited for this.
Oh,
So
this is going to be great.
essentially, you know
Great
how like on
discussion.
the internet, it's like, you always have those talks like Godzilla versus King Kong, like who's going to win? Obviously, Monkey prevails always. Monkey, friend of the podcast.
Monkey, definitely.
I would like to consider that evolution kind of skipped a step when creating me, and I am like 75% monkey, I'd say.
I don't know. You got the height, though.
I do have the
got
height.
the height.
I got the monkey arms, though. And I also speak fluent monkey.
Are you good in the monkey bars?
The monkey bars. I broke my wrist on the monkey bars one
Oh.
time, actually. Fun fact. But that was when I didn't really realize my monkey potential yet. I was also wearing gloves, which is more of like a human thing, so I kind of slipped. So it was like slick outside.
Plus, we basically have our own language,
We do.
so it's like kind of like that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. We are essentially primates.
You're not really hairy, though.
I am not hairy. I'm trying to grow out a beard currently, and I would say it looks like, I don't know, like when you're like 10 years old and you get that first little armpit hair, and you're like, oh my God, I have armpit hair now.
Yeah.
But it's like nothing,
Yeah, you got the peach fuzz going.
That's essentially what my facial hair. The sad part is, like, that's 10 years old when that happens to some people, and I am 21 years old, and
Hey,
yeah.
man, it's okay, though.
I mean, is it really?
I
though?
am fucking-
Are we gonna get deep? Let's get deep. Let's get sad on the podcast.
No, we never get sad here.
We're gonna get sad on the podcast. What is the meaning of life?
We are not here for a reason. This is a simulation.
Okay. Well, we have completely spiraled out of what we were going to talk about. Back to what we were talking about.
Yeah, let's
So
do
how
that.
we have the how did we even get that off topic? We have Godzilla versus King Kong talks all the time and like fight talks all the time. So we decided to go ahead and do our own Elite Eight essentially of like what we have on one side of the bracket. So the theme here is TV dads.
TV dads.
TV dad. So on our left side, we have Danny Tanner from Full House, and he will be going up against, in our first matchup, he will be going up against Walter Nichols from
So-
Drake and Josh.
So let's set the field. Let's set the field straight here. So let's say it's like a bar scenario, and
Okay.
like let's say it's just a straight up fight, like fist on fist type deal.
Yeah.
Would you say
Okay.
that?
Okay, well, let's give a scenario then. Okay,
Yeah.
so Danny Tanner and Walter Nichols. Wait. They were from San Diego and San Fran,
Yeah.
both in the California area. So we'll say, okay, Danny Tanner. Oh yeah, they were both on TV too. They're both TV dads. Like they were on TV
Yeah,
in their
because he was
TV shows.
the news guy, the
Yeah.
weatherman.
Yeah, Walter was the weatherman, and Danny had like his own fucking talk show.
So maybe they both go on some like TV show appearance
Yeah.
together or something.
Yes,
They're talking
yes.
about.
Let's cater
Yeah.
this to what scenario these two would be in.
I like this.
So, all right, so they're on the TV set, and let's say they go up. You know how like every TV set, at least like what I've seen on TVs and TV sets, they have like a shitload of food.
Oh yeah.
So like, okay, they go up there and let's say there's like fucking Chick-fil-A sandwiches. They catered some Chick-fil-A shit, and they're both reaching for that last Chick-fil-A sandwich, and just like give each other the eye, like, hey, I want to fuck you up. Like, who do you think is winning this fight?
All right. So now we've set the field. So who are you taking here?
Well, okay, I want to hear what you got to say first.
So personally, Walter's a big guy.
Walter's a big guy.
Walter's a big guy, but he's not very like too aggressive. I feel like he's kind of a beta a little bit.
Oh, he definitely.
Like
is a beta.
I could see the mom from Drake and Josh being like the alpha in the relationship there. So
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he's got that fighting edge, but he's big.
I mean-
so if he really comes at it like he wants to destroy Danny Tanner, I could see it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's got to have that pent up aggression, and at one point he's got to hit that point though. Because like you look at Josh, like Josh is his son on Drake and Josh, and like Josh eventually hits that boiling point, and also he's got a lot of. I would say Walter has probably a lot of pent up energy because he's always fighting with Bruce Winchell from the other channel, and his fucking beautiful hair, man. Don't get it twisted. So like maybe it's like, hey, fuck you, Danny Tanner. I know you're like more relevant, more popular than me, and it finally hits the point where he's like, fuck you. I don't give a shit if you like think you deserve this chicken sandwich. I deserve this chicken sandwich more.
You think he's looking at Danny Tanner's hair too, like, oh my god, it's better than mine?
Yeah.
He's like, that's just like in the back of his head.
Yeah, he's got a lot of like subconscious shit going on, so I feel like that could just like enthrall him to want to beat the shit out of him.
Personally, I think especially after talking like that, I got to take Walter from Drake.
I'm taking. Okay. So we have come to a consensus agreement. We will take Walter in this round. So we're gonna write that one down.
So he will advance to the next round.
Yeah. All right. So then let's go for our next matchup. Let's bounce across the back bracket here. So on our other side of the bracket, we have cartoon dads. So in this matchup, we're gonna have Timmy Turner's dad from Fairly Odd Parents, and he is going to be going up against Randy Marsh.
Oh man.
The notorious Integrity Farms owner from South Park, Colorado.
Like, I don't want to say this is going to be a blowout, but this is like the 1 seed versus the 8.
This truly is.
I'm sorry. We saw Randy Marsh in the baseball episode, The Losing Edge.
Yeah, and the vaping episode, too. The vaping episode, he comes in and beats the shit when he puts the hat on.
I'm telling you, man, he gets in a lot of fights. Like,
Randy Marsh can kick some ass. I'm saying it. Randy Marsh can kick some fucking ass.
I mean, you saw that big bastard in the baseball episode, the guy that he fought. He was like, oh, this is America.
I thought this is America. Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, man. Like,
Timmy's dad. I mean, like, yeah. I feel like he's also too derpy. I mean, he's constantly just like, and he's also a beta too. I mean, he keeps losing to Dinkelberg.
Yeah. He himself is kind of a meme. Like, he basically isn't in the show much. He's just kind of there to like be a dick to Timmy sometimes.
And to show that like Timmy has horrible fucking parents.
Yeah,
like he needs Fairly Odd Parents.
They literally leave that Vicky the babysitter, and she's like the worst. Like, you have to know that.
She is downright a bitch.
Not a great dad.
Whoever took her virginity at senior prom, I feel bad for him. I'll say it. I mean, she was probably fucking scary.
Yeah, man. So I think this one's
unanimous.
Clear.
This one's clear.
Like,
we'll
hate to do it.
Hate to do it to you,
Randy
Timmy's
Marsh
dad. You were
that.
fun, but damn, man. Randy Marsh kicking some ass. All right, now we'll go back over to the real life dads. And this one, honestly, is my favorite one of the bracket right here.
All right.
We got some trashy ass, just groundy ass dads, like the worst. Like
these two, we like to call this the Battle of the Franks.
The Battle of the Franks. We have, first of all, Frank Reynolds, played by Danny DeVito from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
And then Frank Gallagher, played by William H. Macy on Shameless.
So this is a good matchup. These guys are both, quite frankly, the best way to put it, they're both pieces of shit.
Yeah. They are awful parents. Like, this one will get gritty.
Yeah.
They're both, like, scummy.
This one is, like, in a bar, like...
Yeah, this is definitely in a bar scenario.
These guys are in a bar. Frank Gallagher somehow ends up in Philadelphia and winds up at Patty's Pub.
He's probably doing some fucking get-rich-quick scheme somehow, and then he ends up in the bar.
Yeah. Entangled with Frank. And then he is talking. They get into a conversation probably about... They think they're really good dads. They think they are. So they probably get into a conversation of who's the better dad and then beat each other up, even though they are both fucking horrible dads.
Man, this one I could see going either way, because Frank Gallagher, he's tall, he's really scrappy. Frank Reynolds, I mean, he's short, but he's also... I feel like he's had to have some fighting experience.
He's got to have some fighting experience, especially just from the show. Like, he is fucking great. And he's the trash man. His alter ego, the trash man.
Yeah.
So, like...
Does he have a trash can in the scenario that he can throw at people?
I mean, if he's in Patty's, I feel like there would be a trash can around in the scene.
Yeah?
So I feel like he would have a trash can at his disposal.
That is a good point.
I'm guessing Frank has a beer bottle at his disposal.
I mean, how fucking drunk is Frank Gallagher, though? Like... Or, like, high or whatever.
Yeah, I
he's
feel
probably, like...
Fucked up on everything.
That's got to take him down a few notches.
Yeah.
Like, he might be a little too screwed up to fight.
I mean, he does get his ass kicked a lot. The thing is, Frank's small, though. That's the thing.
Okay.
I feel like initially off the jump, Frank Gallagher breaks a beer bottle and is, like, holding it to his fucking face. But also, Danny DeVito gets out a fucking gun or something and shoots him.
He would definitely pull out a gun. He
pulls out a gun. He pulls out a gun all the time.
I think... Because Frank, as you said, I didn't think about how often that Frank Gallagher actually gets his ass kicked. Because, I mean, he's in the alibi all the time, and then people are just kicking his ass in there or whatever.
Yeah, and
like
he'll be
outside
lost.
the bar.
Yeah, he'll be lost most of the time, and he'll like wake up, and it'll just be him on the street, like with the shit kicked out of him, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So therefore, I'm saying I'm gonna go with Frank Reynolds.
Frank Reynolds, even though he's short and obviously big, I think he probably pulls the gun in this scenario or does some scrappy shit like, I don't know, something like that.
Some greasy would happen. I mean, it would be a fucking mess, but I think that it is Frank Reynolds for sure.
That is a fun one though.
For sure. All right, and for our we're gonna do. How about we do this? We break it off into episodes. So this is like our final four now.
Okay.
So we'll have our final four on our next episode.
Yeah.
So next matchup, last matchup of the day, we have Jimmy Neutron's dad versus Peter Griffin.
Now this one will be interesting because Jimbo, you're going to the Shadow Realm.
Jimbo.
Jimmy Neutron's dad, he's fucking hilarious. Like, he has a lot of good one-liners. His stories are hilarious.
Yeah, and him and his fucking duck obsession. His ducks. Bro, I can remember directly Jimmy's dad. Jimmy's dad's got a mean streak, too. He can get pissed.
Yeah.
If you remember the episode with the weeds in the yard versus Carl's dad.
Yeah.
That,
Oh, my God, the crabgrass?
Yeah, the crabgrass.
Yeah.
That got heated. The crabgrass argument got really heated.
So I feel like if Jimmy Neutron's dad really, like, is on it, I could see him kind of destroying Peter. But then we've also seen Peter, like, fight the chicken, like, 1,000 times.
Yeah, but the thing is also, you got to think that's a chicken.
That is a chicken.
It's not Jimmy Neutron's dad. You know, like, I would take, personally for me, I would take a completely different approach to fighting a chicken versus fighting you.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about a chicken's got a lot more. And It's
Yeah.
got claws.
It does.
So you have to think about that. But in terms of Peter Griffin versus Jimmy Neutron's dad, that one could go a few ways. We've seen Peter fight. We haven't really seen Jimmy Neutron's dad fight.
We
so
haven't.
it's just kind of hard to...
The thing is, though,
judge.
Hugh Neutron, I just remembered his name.
Oh, okay.
Hugh. He's
Yeah.
he's got a hot-ass wife.
Yeah, she is.
Like, in the words of Carl Weezer, like, oh, Jimmy. Jimmy's mom. Jimmy's mom. So, like, Hugh pulls bad bitches, so, like, he's definitely got to be beating ass.
I feel like he was definitely beating ass in his younger days.
Like, he was definitely beating ass.
to get a.
And also, he's
smoke
not, like,
show
smart. He's
that.
not, like, smart like Jimmy either. Like, he had to be just a dipshit, like, Brute.
Yeah, because he's never really seemed too smart. He hasn't had like.
Nah, he's a doof. He's a
No.
dumbass.
Yeah.
Which, like, so is Peter Griffin, but also, like, yeah. But the thing is, too, the universes are completely different because Peter Griffin, you see different scenarios all the time.
Yeah, like Peter is obviously the main character of the show, so we see a lot of different scenarios with him, and we just don't see Hugh Neutron like a lot.
But, like, honestly, I would pick Hugh. I think I'm going Hugh. Like, there's no way. I'm thinking the final decision for me is that there is no way he is, like, getting with Jimmy's mom if he wasn't a badass.
I could agree. I feel like he could bring in some of that fighting style that he definitely had when he was younger. Use some of
Yeah.
that to his advantage.
Yeah, and I mean, he gets mean. He gets mean. Like, oh, another example of him being pissed whenever the pie. He didn't have pie. Anytime he doesn't have pie, he's always just pissed.
Yeah, he has some mean streaks. You're
So,
right.
like, in this scenario, say, like, you go, like, Peter takes away his duck and his pie. Like, I think Hugh Neutron is fucking ending this man's life. He's killing
I'm with
him.
you there. I think Hugh has it.
So, yeah, okay, so Hugh has it. All right, so now we have the Final Four stage set for our next episode. Our Final Four, on the cartoon side, it will be Randy Marsh facing Hugh Neutron.
That'll be fun.
That'll be a fun matchup.
That'll be fun.
And then on our other side, we have Walter Nichols versus Frank Reynolds.
God.
And honestly, I think there's a clear-cut
Man.
favorite in that one.
You think so?
I think there is.
I don't know,
I
man.
think there is.
We'll have to talk
But
about it.
Yeah, we'll get into that
We'll
on the
get into
next
it.
one. So, transitioning out of that then, obviously, you know we are huge football enthusiasts on this podcast. We are not a sports podcast.
Not a sports podcast, just to be sure.
Not a
Just to be
sports
clear.
podcast. I swear to God. But we got to talk Super Bowl.
Oh my God! I mean, everyone talks about Super Bowl.
Yeah,
right?
we got to talk Super
Yeah.
Bowl. The Super Bowl is not even, at this point, I don't think, football. I think, when I think of the Super Bowl, I don't think about football season as a whole. I don't think about it as me watching Red Zone 8 hours a day, like, watching every single game. Like, there's so many more elements to this than simply the game.
You have to think about there's halftime show, there's the commercials that like is beloved.
Exactly.
Like ad time on the Super Bowl is like millions of dollars or
yeah,
whatever, and it's
I mean,
insane.
like, this is the only time of the year where you could confidently say football will be the number one thing watched on everyone's screens.
Yeah, definitely.
And, like, people who do not watch football watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how like synonymous it's become with our culture.
Yeah.
Just in general, like American culture, just like it's Super Bowl.
Honestly,
Like,
yeah.
you
Super
watch
Bowl
it.
Sunday is like a holiday. Yeah, like
Yeah.
people gather for Super Bowl Sunday, like always.
Did you know that the most missed workday of the year is the Monday after the Super Bowl?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't
Interesting,
actually.
right?
That's a fun Leaves tidbit of the day.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Okay, but getting into the Super Bowl, first we'll talk about the game. Then we'll get to the extra stuff. We won't talk about the game long, I promise. But Bucks Chiefs.
Bucks Chiefs.
Tom Brady, 10th Super Bowl.
Oh my god.
10th fucking Super Bowl.
This man has been to more Super Bowls than like half of the fucking
League.
other. Yeah, half
He's
the
been
other
to the
teams.
Super Bowl. He's been to the Super Bowl fucking more than the Bengals have, like
Yeah.
substantially. You could saddle a shitload of teams on there that he's been to more Super Bowls than.
There's definitely no debate that like he's not the GOAT now because he is.
Yeah, he's the
Like,
GOAT. I
Quite
mean,
literally, it doesn't matter if he wins this or not.
I don't give a shit if he threw 3 fucking picks in the NFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, yeah.
He literally goes to this team that was kind of irrelevant essentially and turns it into a powerhouse and goes to the Super Bowl in his first fucking year.
And the thing about the Buccaneers that nobody talks about enough, I feel like, is the experience. I mean, like as far as like the guys that they have brought in, like Antonio Brown may be one of the more problematic dudes in the league, but that guy has experience.
He's got experience. Gronk's got experience.
Gronk's got experience. Brady
Godwin,
obviously has
or-
experience. You know, like, and I feel like with those kind of guys on your team, it really sets the standard. Like Ndamukong Suh has been in the league how fucking long on irrelevant teams. Like this is his one shot to win a Super Bowl. They're gonna be fucking hungry, man.
Leonard Fournette's really good.
Yeah,
Can't forget about him.
and I mean the thing with the Chiefs is like they're very good, but like I definitely feel like the Bucks have like the chip. They're not favored. Tom Brady has been counted out all year. People say he's washed all the time. Like he's got shit to prove. He wants to prove that Belichick didn't make him; he made himself.
He definitely didn't look like great in that last game, but
He won.
I think
That's the thing.
he won. And I mean, there were some sloppy calls on the Packers side, I
Yeah.
think as well.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
like
Bad
there was a lot.
performances.
There was a lot there, but I think it was still a win. And this year has been. He's had a really good year.
Oh, for
You know,
sure.
people don't really talk about it as much just because Tom Brady and there was a lot of other people that were
Yeah, but I
shining,
mean
but-
like the thing is like Tom Brady is like an old vintage car, I would feel, and fucking Mahomes is that brand new fucking Tesla whipping off the lot. Like,
yeah. But hey, a Tesla's good too.
yeah, I mean,
You know.
like don't count out the Chiefs. I mean, they're fucking fantastic. I just think that like story wise, like I could see the Bucks coming out and winning this game, even though they're not favored. And people saying, you know, Chiefs, because everybody wants to talk about Kelsey, everybody wants to talk about Tyreek Hill, everybody wants to talk about Patrick Mahomes.
So are you taking Bucks then here? Do you have Bucks?
I mean, I would take the Bucks spread. I'm not gonna lie right now. I would take Bucks spread.
So it's at -3 or +3 right now for the +3 for Buccaneers. So that spread, honestly, I have to go Chiefs here.
Chiefs.
Yeah,
All right.
I just think Mahomes is like kind of unprecedented how good he is and his talent. It's just a fast gunslinging team that they just get down that field. They just drive like
No doubt.
big plays.
The thing-
Tyreek Hill.
The thing with the Buccaneers though is why I am thinking like them. They've just pulled out games like in the playoffs. It doesn't matter how they play; they find a way to win.
But that's also not against the Chiefs.
Yeah, but
No.
also the Chiefs. Like, I feel like the Chiefs, man, like they've been in the primetime spots. Like, obviously last year they had adversity in the game and came back and won. But like, I don't know. I got that Tom Brady feeling. It's hard to bet against the GOAT. Truly, I don't give a shit if he's.
Very true.
I don't give a shit if he's 50 years old and has to kick the ball to throw it. Like,
He's also lost two to Eli, right? And
Yeah.
then they lost one to the Eagles. So I mean, and that was against a backup quarterback.
yeah,
So he can lose in those scenarios. I mean, I'm not saying that he will because
Yeah.
he is really good, but I'm saying he can lose when put in that situation. It will be a good game, I'm sure. And I'm sure the commercials and everything, halftime show will be great. The Weekend's probably going to kill it.
oh my god, I can't wait. Yeah, the
I know
Weekend.
you're
so-
a huge Weekend guy. So.
yeah, the Weekend is my number one guy in my life. I would say. I mean,
What, not me?
the
hell, man?
I don't know, man. The Weekend, man. He's my hero, but he's gonna put on an electric halftime performance. They said that he invested $7 million of his own money into the performance,
Yeah, wow.
which is kind of crazy to think about because the budget for the Super Bowl performance has to be fucking huge already. Mm-hmm. And this man wants to add stuff like
That just shows you how dedicated he is to it. And, like,
Yeah.
he really wants He wants to ball out and like really show how good he is.
Oh yeah. Which I honestly, my expectation for the performance as a true Weekend fan. I mean, I know he's gonna go out and play fucking Blinding Lights. He's gonna play all the shit Starboy. He's gonna play all
Yeah.
the shit he'll probably play the Hills too. I would assume.
Probably a good chance of that.
Yeah, the song like his bigger songs, but I hope he plays some stuff off his album too. Like
Do you know if he's bringing like anyone out, or has he talked about that at all?
I don't know. I don't think he's announced anything now. The thing is, with his last album, he was completely solo.
Yeah.
But like with the Super Bowl, I feel like he'll bring out at least somebody.
I feel like if he doesn't want it, the Super Bowl people will push him to. I
The
feel
thing
like
is,
that's a
like-
big thing.
Thing
for
is,
them.
like, I don't know who he would bring out because he doesn't have like a lot of consistent. I would say the most consistent feature he has is Travis Scott.
I mean, do you think
So
so?
like songs he's featured on a Travis Scott, like, I mean, if you really think about it, The Weeknd doesn't have that many features.
I'd say he collabs a decent amount.
He collabs a decent amount, but like it is with a like big group of like a different group, you know. I would say
Yeah.
like it's not he doesn't just collab like solely with like one artist a lot.
No, yeah, he definitely isn't like he doesn't like do one artist solely or whatever, but he's in like a good amount overall.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, I think overall he'll have a really good.
I'm interested to see
halftime
what
show.
look he's gonna go with, man. Because I know he's definitely gonna have the red suit that he's
The one's been famous like lately for his videos and
for his
everything.
After Hours album. He'll definitely be wearing the red suit, black shirt.
But I bet he goes through like a change or two, like a costume change,
I could definitely see that
because
too.
they do that a lot
Yeah.
at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I hope he just. I wonder if it would be hilarious. I think it would be so funny to me if he came out as handsome Squidward.
Yeah, if he had the thing.
If
on.
he came out as fucking handsome Squidward with all that makeup and looking like gross plastic surgery, that would be fantastic.
It would be hilarious, but I just don't think he will, just because of how big a stage it's gonna be. Like,
Yeah.
like this is like
That's
probably
more
the
like
biggest
that's more
moment
like
for
for
them.
that's more for the in-depth fans, I would
Yeah,
say.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, okay, let's do this. Let's predict if you like if there would be like one commercial or like one that usually every year like delivers. Which one are you looking for?
Well, usually it's been Doritos, but I feel like they haven't.
They've
haven't
lost.
done-
They've lost
yeah.
some momentum.
Yeah, I will say, like, when I was a kid, I was always like, oh my god, the Doritos one, it's gonna be fucking hilarious, it's gonna be great. And like back then, they were really good.
Yeah.
I mean, remember the Time Machine one?
Yes.
He was like, oh, Doritos and Time Machine. Like,
Bro, oh shit, that's so funny. That's some good shit. I would say honestly, like the last couple years, I feel like Bud Light's been standing out. Bud Light's been doing good.
Bud Light, yeah, they had the
They had Post Malone
one.
last year. They had two
Yeah.
Post Malone commercials.
That is true. Bud Light, they are pretty good. And then there's obviously the Budweiser Clydesdales. But
Yep.
that's always been kind of boring to me.
Yeah, but it's like iconic though.
It's iconic, and it's just.
They
with our
usually have a
culture at
dog.
this
It's
point.
usually a cute dog story.
Yeah,
They usually have like a cute puppy with it too.
I do like those, but they're not like my favorite.
Yeah,
you know?
I feel like Geico will have a good one.
Yeah, because that's the thing about insurance
Yeah,
companies.
insurance
is they have
company-
to have funny commercials. 'cause
Insurance
they're
companies are so
boring.
boring. They're like, yeah, we know you don't give a shit about insurance, but pick us because we're funny.
Look, haha, gecko.
Gecko.
Look,
Do you wait? Which? Yeah, and then you have Progressive with Flo.
Flo. Yeah,
Then
I don't know, dude.
Jake from State Farm.
Do the insurance? State Farm will definitely have a few.
Yeah.
I bet that'll be funny. But honestly, it's usually those like ones that you don't really expect that have like a really like randomly good one.
Yeah. No, Planters Peanuts last year.
Yeah, the
Bro,
fucking baby peanut. or
R.I.P.
whatever.
R.I.P. Mr. Peanut.
Yeah, man.
That's sad as fuck.
It's just those like random little ones that you don't really think about much.
Yeah, I need an update on that. I feel like that happened at the Super Bowl, and then it just like Planters Peanuts went back to being okay. It's
Yeah,
just
man.
peanuts.
Where's baby peanut at?
What's
I'm
Baby
intrigued.
Peanut doing right now? Like how did he manage the pandemic?
We need more.
I'm just glad Mr. Peanut died before this whole coronavirus mess, man. He was old. He's probably at risk. It would have been stressful for
Oh
him.
man, yeah, you're right.
He couldn't have been going out and shit.
Do you have a favorite commercial of all time, like Super Bowl commercial?
Favorite Super Bowl commercial of all time? That is a very good question. I
Well-
would say,
While you're thinking of yours, I have like two that I like a lot.
yeah.
And like one is like the heartwarming Mean Joe Green Coca-Cola one. Have a Coke and a smile. Like how good marketing was that for that time of age? Like
Yeah.
that's just so cool. Like, hey, have my jersey. He's like, oh, it's just so heartwarming. I love that shit.
So it's some real wholesome content.
It's just so wholesome and like heartwarming. I love that. And then there's also the Snickers with Betty White.
Yes,
Remember that one?
was fire. That one
How
was so
funny was
good.
that?
That was funny as hell.
That started their whole like you're not you and you're hungry
Yeah,
thing.
that started like their whole damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. I would say honestly it's kind of cheesy, but the NFL 100 commercial last year was fucking awesome.
God, that was good.
They had two good ones.
Yeah.
The one with the kid like running through the neighborhood and shit with like all the different ones and
Mm-hmm.
like jerseys and shit, and like him passing the football with like other legends. And then the one where they were all like in a hall.
The banquet
Yeah,
thing?
like the banquet.
I like that one
the
more.
banquet. And it was like just a bunch of NFL legends.
I loved that one.
Yeah.
That one was so cool. It had like just such a good mix of like everybody was like their famous thing that they did like in the NFL or
Yeah.
whatever, and then
Plus, I feel like especially with football, it's like they usually got the helmets on. Like NBA, you know, a lot more personality. Like you get a lot of memes of like shit people are doing on the court and stuff. With like football, like I feel like guys don't really get to express like all their all of like what they have to offer.
that's true. You know, I think it might be because of like how big a team like is. Like,
Yeah.
there's so much more people on a team of football than there is in a basketball team.
Exactly.
So you know that you're a star.
But
if
even
you're
the
in a
thing with
basketball
like the
team.
stars is like, I mean, but like how much personality do the stars have unless they have like big endorsement deals?
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Like if you don't see them on commercials or like that sort of thing, like you probably don't hear from them.
Yeah,
too
because
much.
like people did like because like Peyton Manning's fucking hilarious. He's a comedian. Like until he started doing commercials, like people don't really know about that kind of stuff. You know.
That's fair. Yeah.
So like I like to see those commercials where you get like the personality of those NFL guys.
Yeah, that's true. He's like hold my rings or whatever.
Yeah.
Tom Brady. That was funny.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
Just that was a really good
Oh,
one.
for sure.
It's a
It's
good
fucking
one.
hilarious. Well, we hit about 30 minutes here. I think we're about ready to wrap it up. Appreciate you guys tuning into the podcast. Hope you have a fantastic Super Bowl Sunday. I mean, I hope it is just exquisite.
We hope this brightened your day, and we hope that you were wanting more content. You got the jelly.
I got the jelly.
Oh my god!
You got the
or
peanut butter?
Yes.
All right, deal. Well, we're going to go test our beautiful experiment. We'll keep you posted with how that goes. So I love you all. Thank you for supporting the program.
Bye all. Love you.